Don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha.
Here we go.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that's 53!
Hey, get the way.
Shadow!
Brady now to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform.
Wait, that's 380!
Check 53. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
380, hey!
First down, here's White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. White. Now White lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wait, 20!
Check 53, man. Pick it up, guys. Pick it
first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Switch up, switch up.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He was looking for Edelman there. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come to me, it's me. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
lady. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Mike, Mike 52. You're not ready. You're not ready. 52 is the mark, boys. 52.
Bravo.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Brady gives this to White. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Side. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yo, lady. Watch 52. Watch 52. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Smooth.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. Smith catches left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Side 52, Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, lady. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check 50, check 50. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Silver, lady. Yo, Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check 82. Singles. Hey, 4-2. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, man.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Lawrence Guy. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got one. I got one. 57. Mike, 57. It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, 166.
They go with White on the counter. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Hey, 66.
53. Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
72.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We want it. Come to my work. Hey,
To throw, it's Brady. His throw incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Red 80. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the
From the 50, it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We're outside. 53's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 53's the mic. 53. Check. Five. Giving him nothing to do. Check. 53's mic. Check. 53's mic. I'll get him. Get him. Yo, lady. Shit.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Wait,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check right.
Throwing now is Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the eye. Young lady. Red 80. My 52.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Echo. All day. I'm coming after you. Hey,
on 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there. Good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
52, Mike 52.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go. Do it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 57. Mike, 57. Hit.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's track. He's checking. Crash. You know, young lady. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go. Man, 80. 50's the mic.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
The final shot before the break, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brings up third and 3.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
I'm letting you know right now. Hey, Alpha. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
To pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 5-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Let's see what you got.
Opting to run again here with White. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Fight to the side. Mike by two. Come on, D. Man, Eddie.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
52's the mic. Man, Eddie. I'm coming up to you. Hey, I-7. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the 27, Darnold. He's got it complete to Perkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
52, Mike 52. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Watch the safety creep. Man, Eddie.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Sugar.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. throw with Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Jets' 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
50. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Let's go.
To throw is Brady. To Gordon, out left. Dances by at the 20. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Brady now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Running out of the gun with White. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Shotgun now for Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ja'Kai Polite able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time, able to knock it through.
Belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Gets it to Bellamy outright. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Darnold. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a first down carry by Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
52's the mic right here over there. Hey, orbit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 52's the mic.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Wait,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, here's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Finding some room at midfield. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes it right side to White. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
We're going to sign. 52. Here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. You can't block me. Mike 52.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Motion. New Mike 52. Watch the pass. Check that.
On first down, Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Jets first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. This is Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Under 10.
On 3rd down, it's Bell, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Catanzaro's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
First down, New England.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, ball 66.
Now a toss play. This is White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check back 21. Here we go. Grab.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
52's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Double time. 3 down. Hey, check.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.